Olive Crest is uniquely positioned to address the need because we have been around for 40 years and we understand the child welfare system and how it works.
When we think about kids, we think about how cute children are and we think about families taking care of them, and we don't really like to think about the fact that some kids, even here locally among us, are not being treated well and not getting the care that they need. By the time Olive Crest reaches a lot of these kids, they have undergone trauma that no child, no human being should ever go through.
We have counseling services. We have a host of services here within Olive Crest that we can offer because Olive Crest does a great job of providing a continuum of care. So no matter how intense or non-intense a family needs services, Olive Crest is there to provide them every step of the way.
Our posture is always that of serving the faith community. I think that's kind of what differentiates us from other organizations or other efforts. What we bring to the table is experience. What the faith community brings to the table is willing people who are wanting to make transformational change in their community.
Our partnership with Olive Crest is probably, to be honest, and I may not say this, to everybody, but it's probably one of my favorite partnerships that we have. Just because the work that Olive Crest does, we believe, and the work that they're doing in all the different areas. And that's what I love, is I love the open communication, the open relationship. I can't imagine our ministry without the partnership that we have with Olive Crest.
A lot of the relationships we have with the churches have really helped our program really meet the community. So these are all secondary wins that people get because they become empowered once they recognize the tools that they have at their disposal and exposure to an organization like Olive Crest through our courses. Then they can see the gamut of information that they have available and resources that they have available, and that can help the family stay together and preserve.
When you talk about the fact that it costs $30,000 a year in public dollars, but it costs us about $1,000 a year through prevention work, it's kind of a no-brainer, right? That we get to make a significant impact and think beyond the dollars. We're gonna have a kid who's gonna become an adult, who's going to be a contributing member of society.
I believe that people care about their neighbors and love them. They just are too busy and don't know how to do it anymore. And because Olive Crest has been doing this 30 years, we can give them the tools and the resources, and they can impact their communities, save kids' lives, and their lives will never be the same.
I see these kids every day. And I see the adorable little babies, but I also, when I look at a struggling 14-year-old girl, I see that little baby in her too. And part of her just needs that family, just needs somebody to take a chance on her. I just really envision a day, and I think God gave us that vision where we would have families waiting for every age of child.
There's been times that I'll be walking through a home or a shelter, and I'll see a picture of a kid and it will look like one of my kids. And when I see that, it destroys me. It's just like, what if that was my son? And why does that kid, the dice rolled wrong for that kid? It's just not right. And we need to do something, and we can. And for us not to do it is a shame. And we just need to step up and get out there and help these kids and families.